Hello, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. Hopefully you're all staying in and behaving yourselves. Not a lot of news because there's not a lot going on with the wild world of Everton. Um, yeah, really, the main thing is the outline of the planning application for the new Goodison project. It's something I've mentioned in the past where I'm from L4. You know, grew up on Goodison Road as I've mentioned time and time again. Mum and dad are still on Goodison Road. You know, we all know the score. So the project that's come in, that this was banded about round about the same time as the People's Project come in, where they were doing the huts around the city and they were going through, this is what Bramley Moor is going to look like. Great, all that stuff of Bramley Moor, but I was more concerned, well not concerned, but more interested in the L4 legacy and what was going to be happening to the local area. Let's face it, I'm 38 years old and I grew up around there. I'm still around there as much as I can, you know, coronavirus permitting. Um, and to just see the deterioration of Walton, over the years, to see it firsthand, it's something it's stuck in my mind. It's like, you go along county roads and it's crap. You go down city road and it's crap. You look on the floor and it's crap. um, so to see finally the new plans, which we knew they were going to be coming out later, in 2020 when they were doing all this stuff last year, and they've announced this yesterday for the planning permission, which was absolutely fantastic to see. So I'm going off the actual website details here as well. So there are stats and there's figures and things like that, which are, they're all they're not the figures that the forecasts and things like that. So that's fine. So the outline would see Everton's current home redeveloped to provide a range of community assets in Liverpool 4 after the club has moved to Bramley Moor, which we all knew. To see the pictures and to stuff like that, I see it like down Goodison Road, and you think, fucking hell, this is, it's going to be hard not to see Goodison, but it's going to be good to see Everton leaving a legacy that, spans my lifetime, my parents' lifetime, your lifetime, and it works for your kids, and their kids, and so on and so on and so on, and it looks brilliant. The whole thing of, obviously it's a range of community assets in L4, as I've just said. It's vitally needed. You know what I mean? Goodison is used 19 times, 19 weeks out of the season. It's not used enough. It's used one day in the week, 2 days in the week more, mainly if if there's a league cup game or FA Cup game. Any other time, it's not being utilised. Businesses struggle around there because there's nothing. There's nothing to bring people to County Road. County Road for me used to be like Mecca. You know what I mean? Not the bingo, Mecca. Because you'd literally just go to County Road and you wouldn't need to go to town. Everything was there for you. Now it's loan shops and it's charity shops. But, don't get me wrong about charity shops. I think they're great. I think they serve a purpose. But there needs to be more, something to bring people to L4 again. Banks have gone, shops have gone. That KFC there, by the way, and the say is now £1.80. Looks like that KFC is probably one of the first ones that I actually remember in the UK. It's been there for 30 plus years, and probably outlast me again. But no, the whole thing here is to build on the amazing work that Everton and the community have created. I could wax lyrical all day about Everton the community, and you know it, you've seen it all yourselves, you know exactly what goes on and what they do. But the idea is to include high quality and affordable housing, a health centre, a community-led retail spaces, which will hopefully bring the community back in, with hopefully independent places. You can go up like Bold Street and stuff like that, and it's literally indie shops, indie restaurants, indie bars, everything. If that can bring back to Walton, and then bring people to L4, and it's not just a thoroughfare from Aintree into town. There's not just a road into town. Bring it back to what it should be and what it was. Offer some business facilities and a youth enterprise, which young businesses, young children, young lads and ladies wanting to start their own business, which would be brilliant, and hopefully push on from the sixth form college that they've got as well. So obviously this all comes in from Bramley Moore, and the People's Project, which includes the new stadium and stuff like that. And you want to see not just that, not just the new stadium, not just like the housing and this, but a series of this. What they've said as well is a series of benefits that will help socio-economic recovery during, even now. It's a really difficult time for people. People are being furloughed, people are being redundant, people are losing their jobs, and it's shit. It's a shit time for everybody, unfortunately. Um, watch our video with Neville Southall when Nev was with us, when we interviewed him, and the stuff he was saying about football clubs being more community led, a bit like Everton community, but being more, he wanted something there where there was like 24-hour mental health facilities. Brilliant. You know what I mean? Nev was on the ball with a lot of this stuff, so give it a watch and see. And you'll start to agree. I mean, when I started reading all this stuff about the legacy project and stuff like that, everything that Nev was saying just seemed to hit home at the same time. It's like, fucking hell, yeah, he's right. That's what's needed. And even now, especially now, with the time, it's really pressing times. It's really difficult for everyone. Once we finally get through all this, once this shit's done and dusted, and we're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel and getting back to normal, this is what Everton have done best. What the Blue Project as well, like all the stuff that they're doing with the phone and vulnerable people, they're on the ball with this, and they will jump at this chance once this all dies down, and they'll jump at this and they'll be all over it, and it'll be amazing to see. And not just in terms of like mental health and social economic issues and stuff like that, but it'll be looking at the whole regeneration. It's going to kickstart the whole project, which will be part of 15,000 jobs. I'm obviously reading from here, 15,000 jobs, 1.4 million visitors to the city, with a potential societal value of £237 million. Show me another club that's doing stuff like this. It's fantastic. I can't wait to see this. I really, really can't. And obviously, I want to see Bramley Moore being built, but I'll be absolutely devoted leaving Goodison. It'll be heart wrenching. But then to see what is coming over the hill, you think, well, actually, it's not so bad. I can still go to Goodison. My memories will still be down round Goodison, around Walton, and hopefully yours will as well be. It's just going to be it's going to be a long road, but Everton are going in the right direction, and they're on that path now where these plans have gone in. It's not just coming from, oh, Everton are going to do this. There's been universal approval from everybody. The local support includes over 63,000 responses with a 92% positive rate, and that's a big B. 63,000 responses, just to say, and to give the approval to say, yeah, we want this, we need it. I think it's more a case of we need this rather than we want this. So, Denise Baxendale, DBB rather, it's easy for me to say that. Everton is a football club deeply rooted in the community, and the Goodison Park Legacy Project is a symbol of our ambition and desire, and commitment to L4. And the whole legacy is just going to be amazing, isn't it? I mean, you did wonder what would happen if Everton ever moved grounds. If Everton decides to up sticks and go, what would happen to Goodison? And have a look at the pictures, look through them. The school and the whole development, the housing. It looks like high-rise flats, which would be apartments rather than actual flats. They're not going to be the high-rise stuff that we, tenement flats and things like that. These look like they will be, and business suites and stuff like that. This is going to be part of something big, and we're all here for the ride. When it's here, I will definitely be there. I'd encourage everyone to be there. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of legacy to Everton, not just as what is in the facilities that have been made available, but as a whole. You're going to be able to go and relive everything. Not like I'm trying not to say museum, but it'd be something like that, because I know there's going to be something similar to Bramley Moore. But then something else, something like that, that you can go and just relive your memories how you want them, and if you can do something like that, then this club's onto a winner, and they've got everyone's backing already, which what more could you want? So that's it. I mean, check out the page go on the Everton website and check out the news section for it. Check out what Colin Chong, our good mate, and Denise Barrett-Baxendale have got to say about the whole project, and more about what Everton and the community are doing as well, because they're going to play a big part in this. EITC are going to be fully on board, and they're going to benefit from this more than anybody. And hopefully what the work that they're doing pushes on to help the local community as well. So big tick in the box, Everton, in these trying times. I know we haven't got much to talk about with Everton, no football or anything like that, so this is a little ray of sunshine that's come through for a lot of people. So we'll wait and see. So until then, be safe, stay in the house, don't do anything stupid. Up the toffees, Colin Chong, and I'll catch you in a bit. Set up.